What's up, guys? It's Cheezer with another video. Today I'm doing something I never expected that I would do. Cause to be honest, many of you guys who watch my channel know that I pretty much focus on gacha games on this channel. And shooters such as Overwatch. However, I have been so burnt out of games that I've been playing Roblox. And this is one of the games that I found that I actually enjoy. And I thought I would just do a quick, rundown to help people get into it or start, because it's such a easy game to get started with, but it's very unique, and I have a lot of fun playing it. So if you guys enjoy this, let me know down below and I'll make more like this. But today it's just gonna be like a mini guide on how to start, how to get better, and all that. So first and foremost, this is a game about surviving zombie raves. There are things that are needed to be known, so I'm gonna just start. First and foremost, loot crates. Every 10 waves you do, you will get keys. Now, you see there's junk, common, uncommon, rare, epic, legendary, mythic. These keys are very important because the loot you get from them give money. So, you want to do your rarest crates, and as you see, these crates take over 12 hours to get done. You do that, and then after the crates are in, there's 3 other things you need to look out for. First and foremost, classes. Now, classes are really important for a multitude of reasons. It gives you things that you won't have as a non-class. Scavenger is for grinding, sharpshooter is for pistol damage, warrior is for melee damage, soldier is for gun damage, outlander is like the healer, medic is also like a healer, but they're more of like a reser. So an outlander would be more like if you're soloing, medic would be like if you're playing with friends. Boxer, you don't have any hotbar, but you get a lot of health and attack. Juggernaut is a health machine that can basically never die, which obviously you can die. Boomer is a terrorist. Pyro is another terrorist but with fire. Scientist is for tough situations. Engineer is the free one you get after 7 days. This one's honestly like, it's really fucking good. And that's because the turret is honestly insane, especially for high rounding with groups. Wastelander gives you another hot bar spot, and it's for gun builds. And now this one right here, Pathfinder. Pathfinder. Also, I didn't even know you could do this. This is actually good. You get apparently you also can get bonus perks too now, which is honestly insane. But you get, Pathfinder is very expensive. He's a 5-star class, but he has these super skill offers that make it easier to high round. Now, classes would be, I would say, your priority to get at least a class. Your second priority is weapons. Now, I already own some of the weapons, but this game has a large selection of weapons you can get from. However, weapons are very important because weapons are upgradable as well. So like, all of these are upgradable. I have 2 level 5 weapons right now that costed basically $1 million to get both of them max. But it's a good thing to always start. Like, what I would say even do is like, say like this is auto shotgun. I'm gonna upgrade it. I'm gonna upgrade it to pretty much max, because a lot of the times you're not gonna be fortunate enough to have your good best weapons right away. So it's always good to have something you can fall back on. With that being said, I'm gonna give you guys a bit of gameplay. And after that, I will come back and tell you guys a little bit more information. Alright, let's get started. So as you guys can see, the earlier rounds are not as hard. When you get later in, it gets a lot difficult, and that's why perk selection is really important in this game. Perk selection is going to be your best friend, but it can also be like your killer. There are certain perks in this game, super skills, that allow for redistribution, or to put all of your perk skills into one specific perk. However, a lot of the time these are gambles. An example of these gambles is, one of the perks may be like if it transforms all of them into a damage perk. Now you may think that's good, and if you get lucky it could be good. However, if you can't get lucky, that's when it kind of falls apart. Because you're taking a gamble to put all of your perks into one thing, when that one thing isn't guaranteed to prosper, you know what I mean? So a lot of the times your main goal is just to try to play smart, see what you need at the current time, and also try to go for like your builds. There are different builds in this game, since there is melee and gun. My current builds that I like doing is just gun builds, because they are more reliable than a melee build, but that is just because later on it becomes almost impossible to kill up front without dying yourself. as you guys seen from the lobby, I've made it to like round 124 before, and the reason why I lost was because I didn't have any ammo, and my teammate had already died. That can happen a lot. That's why it's imperative that you try to rely on yourself as much as possible. Another great thing about the Pathfinder class is that it gives you a guaranteed super skill at every 10 rounds. And something that's also nice about this game, especially if you're playing solo, is they do give you like rest markers. Like if I were to stay here and not go to the next area, I would be completely fine. See, it even pops up right there. So since I've explained the basics, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get to round 30 and have this just as gameplay. That is where I'll end this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. Hope you guys enjoyed the commentary. And until next time. So something that I noticed that I should probably point out is there's also different zombie classes that gets introduced. An example is the tanks, spitters, and necromancers, and these red guys are here. The red guys will come and if they get close to you, they will explode themselves. They're not hard to avoid. You can kill them before they hit you, or you can just simply run. The spitters will spit radioactive goo at you, which will cause early game it will cause health. Later game it will cause health and slowness. So that's something to look out for. However, these are all things that you will learn over time to do. So yeah. Alright, boys. With that, it concludes the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, please make sure to let me know. I do honestly think this has probably been one of my more funner games, I would say. Anyway, guys, if you guys think you'll enjoy it, then I would say just give it a shot. You don't have to commit to anything. It's not super time consuming. But yeah, I really hope you all enjoyed. And with that, I think glitched. With that, I hope you guys all enjoy.